Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back, no matter what time of day it is or what day you found this message. I am super grateful that you are here. Guys, today's date is Sunday, May 25th of 2025. So we have the 2s and the 5s in the energy, a lot of change, okay? And not necessarily for the bad or something that's uncomfortable, but just a lot of change happening in the energy, especially as I speak with people here recently. Guys, you might be seeing the number 2525, 222, 555, 5555, and 2222. 12:03 on the clock as we are starting the reading confirmation. So definitely, if any of these numbers are showing up around you in your energy, please do check the gematria and angel number meanings for these numbers in association with today's message. Okay, so guys, I am going to jump right in. This is not going to be a long reading. And I know I say that, and then sometimes it's actually long, but I'm just fixing my coffee. It's Sunday. It is the holiday weekend here. If you're, from the US, if you're not from the US, we have a holiday weekend this weekend called Memorial Day, which happens on Monday, I believe. So anytime there's a holiday, like the weekend before, people are kind of like, relaxing, lounging, chilling. They may have a little time off of work. So today's download or message, let's just dive right in, guys. Oh, wait, hold up. Before I go into that, I have to give a big shout out of gratitude to the subscribers of the channel and those visiting. Sending so much love and light to you, and thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you are new to the Ora-gen Channel and to the messages, the videos, the collectives, definitely feel free to like, share, and subscribe. You're more likely to find messages coming up associated with energies that you are dealing with, okay? Be sure to hit the all button. Okay, so now the download while I fix coffee. So you're going to hear some coffee ASMR in the background. But so today's message, I didn't even have a chance to write this one down yet. I could see that there was somebody who was utilizing universal principles, okay? Spell work, energy work, however you want to look at that. Somebody had an understanding of universal principles, and they were using this to, try to make somebody fall in love with them. So I was definitely picking up on something here having to do with like love magic, some sort of energy work associated with trying to force someone or make someone see them a certain way or feel a certain way towards them. And it could be both, but that's kind of what I was seeing in the download, is that somebody was engaging in some form of energy work to try and draw the interest of someone else. Okay. And the energy around what this person was doing, it's like they were being warned to stop doing that or to be careful about doing that. Now, I don't know. I'm going to pull some cards to see, is this a member of the collectives? Is this someone affecting a member of the collective? So we're going to pull some cards to see like what was going on with that. But yeah, guys, definitely, just a little note on utilizing universal principles in that way. If somebody is interested in us or in a person, they will let you know. You can shoot your shot, and then that person will let you know like how they feel or if they're interested, right? But if a person is not responding energetically, let's say you're trying to communicate energetically, or maybe you're throwing hints verbally or whatever, and the person's unresponsive, or they're in a relationship or whatever, it is not a good idea to continue to try to pull on them energetically, because, it really doesn't show respect for somebody's boundaries or where they're at or how they're feeling to try to coerce them into a situation. And so once again, as I mentioned before, I do not know if this is associated with the collectives or an energy around collectives. But if some of you have been feeling like an image of somebody just keeps popping up in your mind or in your head constantly, thoughts about a person that you're not really trying to think about, maybe imagery of a person popping up around you, like constantly in like your memories, on social media or like through Google or whatever, Facebook, people mentioning the person's name, you having dreams about the person, and you're like, what is going on? Like, and this just started up all of a sudden. It could be that there's an energy that is actually focusing on you or thinking about you. And yes, it is possible when you focus on something very persistently that you can send energy. So sometimes you have individuals who are actually sending energetic messaging and they don't even recognize that's what they're doing. Everything is energy, guys. Thoughts, ideas, emotions, beliefs, feelings, practices, ourselves, that the so-called solid things around us, everything is composed of energy. So if you break it down to its most like fluid component, its most or least solid component, you're talking about things on a cellular and molecular level. So our thoughts are something that is not solid anyways. It's already, kind of moving at a faster vibration because it's not solid, like a physical item where the molecules and things are moving very slowly. So that's already at a heightened rate. We focus on something, guys, like really focus on it, and we're very persistent about it. It's like actively engaging in energy work. So it's a use of universal principles that are already set in motion and kind of directing it, which is exactly what manifestation is. It's like actively working to direct the energy to create a specific result for you, or calling something in. So this can also be considered a form of spell work. Okay. So with that being said, it could be that this energy is not aware that by their focusing so persistently and consistently on you, that it's having an effect. It could also be that someone is specifically targeting you with energy work associated with your feelings, your emotions towards them, like what we would call like a love spell, or trying to get someone to fall in love with them. So with that being said, I'm going to pull some cards here. I'm just going to finish like mixing my coffee, and then I'm going to go on ahead and jump over here to the table, my desk, and pull some cards on this one for you guys. So I will see you in the second half of the video. Okay, guys, so I'm going to do a sound recorded second half of the video. So let's go on ahead and pull from the yes, no deck. So the first thing I want to understand here, definitely if you guys have water, coffee, tea, herbal drinks, whatever, bring them on into the space this morning. So we just kind of, or this afternoon, because it's now 12:29 on the clock. So we're just going to look into this energy together and just understand, first off, who is this message about? So Spirit, if you could tell us yes or no, is this a collectives member that is engaging in utilizing spell work or universal principles to try to draw a love interest? Is this the collective? We have the yes, no deck here, guys. We're just going to see what Spirit says about that. Is this the collective, Spirit? Yes or no? We'll have a nice, clear answer here. What's popping out? Is this the collectives? Let's try it this way. Spirit, is this the collectives? Yes or no? Is this the collectives? Yes or no? Is this the collectives? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys, that one hit the floor. But no, this is not the collectives. This one says the ship of change. Remember, I was talking about change earlier in the reading. The ship of change locates the straight line within the chaos. So somebody might also be sending some sort of chaos energy work or chaos magic. Your desire to boldly achieve your dreams attracts worthy opportunities and phenomenal resources. This level of luck is unparalleled. It is the fine line between progress and catastrophe. Okay, guys. All right. So this is really important because I did a little pre-shuffle in the tarot, and there was a lot coming up about somebody who could see that someone is on a pathway towards success, and this energy just keeps coming up. There are a lot of energies now that have not done the work that want to attach to energies that have, because they can see something is coming. This is another one of those stories. This is what it's looking like. So this is someone who is not like a member of the collectives, who is actively and mindfully working on soul path energy, engaging with their gifts in a way that is energetically supportive to themselves and others. This is not an energy like that. This is someone else who can see that collectives is about to have a windfall or some sort of success coming in. And that's what I was seeing in the tarot as I was doing like a pre-shuffle. They want to keep them binded to something. So this could also be somebody that you are currently in a relationship with, or someone who is a past relationship that wants to return because they see or have heard or some kind of way are able to keep track of like how things is going energetically, some kind of way. And they see that some good things are coming in for you and they want to attach. They want a fresh start or a new beginning with you. But part of this situation is like the energy that they're sending in is creating some chaos. So it's like either I'll have them or I'll create chaos for them. That's what I'm picking up. It's the fine line, just like the card says, between progress and catastrophe. It's like either I want to make progress with this person or I want to destroy everything they have coming in type energy. So we already know that this is not a balanced energy just from what we're seeing here. Spirit, yes or no? Yes or no? Is this a person that collectives is currently dealing with, like a partner, a spouse, a friend, an associate, a boyfriend, a girlfriend? Is this a person that collectives is currently dealing with? Yes or no? Is this a person collectives is currently dealing with? Yes or no? Oop, there we go. Ooh. And guys, these keep hitting the floor. Spirit says yes. This is a person you're currently dealing with. This one says the hurdy-gurdy of happy accidents spin circumstances in your favor. You possess complete control over the situation, encouraging you to move energetically and purposefully toward bold dreams and ambitious desires. Sky is the limit. Wow, there's a couple things I'm picking up with this. First off, the energy that those of you who resonate with today's message, the energy that you all are in is very fortuitous. It's very fortune based. It's like lucky energy, the way someone else might look at it as you're very lucky right now. Okay. So it is possible that whomever this is, since Spirit has let us know this is an energy that's around you or is some kind of way able to see what's going on with you or somebody that you're currently dealing with. So they're able to see that things are turning around for you and going better or improving or like you're headed for something. And Spirit is reminding you here that you are the one that's in control over this situation. This is not something that someone else can just impose upon you and override your free will. That's not a thing. There's something here that's like an access point for this energy to be able to do this. That's what I'm picking up. But you're being encouraged to move energetically and purposefully. Okay? So you have dreams, desires that have to do with your soul path. You're being encouraged to continue to move towards that and disregard any energies being sent towards you by this individual, because whatever is going on here, this is not looking like it's in alignment anyways with what you're trying to do or what you're working on. You're not even trying to do what you're doing, what you're in the process of doing. This person or this energy is not something that's in alignment. This is why they're feeling like they have to use some sort of means of conveyance of energy to try to influence or coerce you to deal with them. And this is what was coming up in the pre-pull in the tarot. It's a lot of binding magic to try to get you to focus on them, because this is not something that's at the forefront of your mind. You're focused on your goals. They're trying to get you to redirect onto them because they want in on it, basically. They want a fresh new start or a brand new beginning with you. So what we know is, no, this isn't a collectives member, but yes, this is somebody that you know and that you deal with, okay? So you may have to, for each of you who resonates with today's energy, you may need to think about the face, the name, the whatever that's popping up in your mind constantly, the person you keep thinking about and you're not sure why. There's the answer to your question right there. That's who's sending it. So the next question we have is this energy, or is this person sending this energy intentionally, Spirit, or is it unintentional? So first question, are they sending this energy intentionally? Are they intentionally practicing spell work on the collectives? Okay, so I have the word no. Looks like this is a person who's not trying to intentionally, use magic or spell work, but they're, like we talked about earlier in the reading, they're intensely focusing on you. And because whomever you are someone who is in tune with your your creative and your intuitive abilities. So you're picking up on this. You're sensitive to the energy. You're picking up that this is someone who's really focusing on keeping you in a certain spot, keeping you in a certain place, because they want something from you. You're picking up on it. This one says, bright rays of hope break through at the most unexpected moment. You react decisively with a sensation of self-righteousness and dignity. Only through this can you ever feel free and equal. This is universal. Wow. Yeah, so you're probably someone who's in a hopeful state, okay? And there are things happening. There's you're having a breakthrough time period here. Looks like you're someone that is focused on the way that you're moving. Maybe you're someone who is moving with decisiveness. Okay, maybe you've had to step more into a space of, self-dignity, self-affirming type thoughts and behaviors due to past experiences and energies around you that might have been limiting or hindering or blocking. But you're being encouraged that you're supposed to be focusing on yourself right now, because this is the only way you can ever feel free and equal. That's what the card is saying. You giving your power away to others or diminishing yourself for others is not how you're going to reach your goal. So once again, we have the word universal on the card. There's something here about the way that you're naturally feeling inclined to handle things that has to do with, the way you're being guided to move out of a situation or away from a situation that's kept you blocked, stuck, or limited. So yeah, even though this energy has not been doing this based off of maybe an in-depth knowledge of universal principles, skill work with energy work or spell work, it's having the same effect. You're feeling it very strongly. I also picked up something in the tarot about somebody feeling like binded in a situation. So let's ask about that. Is somebody stuck inside of a relationship, like a marriage or a long-term partnership, Spirit? Somebody stuck inside of a marriage or relationship or a long-term partnership? Somebody stuck inside of that? Answer, Spirit, on that. Somebody stuck inside of that. Oops, here we go. No. Nope, nope, nope. This is somebody that you know, but you are not in a relationship with them. Okay, so for those of you who resonate with today's energy and whose message this is somebody who you've been having thoughts, dreams, energy really coming up about a person, but you're not in a relationship with them, but you do know this person. Wow. So this one says you tried catching the bird of luck by its tail, but you missed the best moment to do so. Still, luck always returns. Situations present other options. Happiness is only a matter of luck and timing anyways. Expect huge changes in your life to attract a colorful and enjoyable atmosphere. It doesn't get luckier than that. Yeah. You guys have some changes coming. This energy can pick up on that. They want in on it. What's so crazy about this energy, guys, is this energy is standing outside of your situation, looking in at it, talking about how they want to get in on it. Like what? That's what's so wild about this. They're not a part of it anyways, at least not on a love romantic level. They're not a part of this. So that's what's kind of tripping me out here is like, how do you know this person? And why do they feel like they can push in this way? So let's go to the Truth Oracle. I have that here. I'm going to pull from the When and How just to kind of see a little something about, what's coming in for you. Maybe some timelines. Once again, these will not be specific for everybody. It might be specific for one. They might be specific for some. But let's see what we can do here on that. And right now, we're going to the Truth Oracle. Spirit, what is the truth about this situation here? Like, who the heck is this trying to come up in on the collective's good things? Wow, we have affairs at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what that's about. We're going to pull a card here proper so we can see what we need to see from the energy. Spirit, messages, please, for the collective so we can understand more about this energy today or what it is you want us to know. Okay. We have the Sunset card, which talks about like something like closing out of energies, basically. This can talk about lost loved ones, memories, elder, and nightfall. There's a closing out of something here, guys. It was in reverse the way it came out, but I don't really... If it was in reverse, it's only because this energy does not want something to close out, or they don't want to close out a connection with you. This could be somebody that you know, like, due to, like, family members, that have since passed or something like that, like situations with family connections, friends of the family type energy. This could be somebody like that. It's interesting. The word elder is standing out to me. Somebody who might be wise beyond their years. Somebody who's holding memories of you, who doesn't want to close this out. We're going to put the Sunset card there. Somebody wants to message you. That just popped up in the deck. It popped up a second time. We're going to take it. Yeah, somebody wants to message you. They want to communicate with you. Somebody might DM you or call you, text you, or email you. Somebody's trying to run away from something that maybe they were... Yeah, somebody wants somebody silent about something and somebody's trying to run away. There's something here about coercion. This is wild. Let's see. More clarification, Spirit, on this. What is going on here? Other messages for the collectives, please. Thank you. Somebody's in a cool down period. Somebody's in a space of calm or pause. Somebody doesn't want to put an end to something, and so they want to reach out and message you. Yeah, it could just be that they're in a cool down period, or that might imply that you're not dealing with this person. You know this person, okay? Or this is somebody maybe that you deal with in a circle or a group, but this is not, I'm not picking up that this was ever a situation that was like you were dealing with hot and heavy. This might be somebody you're not really expecting to have these kinds of feelings towards you. So maybe that's why it's confusing to you while you're having like, oh, here comes another message. While you're having like dreams or thoughts about this person because you don't really deal with them in that way. I have the sorry card. Somebody feels like if they don't speak with you, they're going to be in eternal regret. Yeah, somebody's in torment. This is wild. Clarification, Spirit. What are they sorry about? Oops. Apple came out twice. It's in reverse. Wisdom, death, sexuality, joy. Is somebody sick? Maybe somebody is not well. Because the eternal regret card has like, a tombstone on it and an I'm sorry note pinned to it. And if somebody's sick, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, somebody is like, maybe somebody is wanting to get a message to somebody because they're not doing well, like their health. I don't know. That could be part of the message for someone because I'm picking up on multiple energies here. But the apple in reverse can also talk about wisdom. So some sort of wisdom in reverse. Maybe it's something that, maybe it's somebody utilizing some sort of wisdom about you in an inverted manner or a south node manner. But there's something here about someone who's on a cool down mode who wants to give some sort of apology, and they feel like they'll be in eternal regret if they don't do it. So somebody wants to contact you, that's for sure. Somebody wants to send a message and they don't want an ending to something. So this is someone you know, but you may not be close with them. Yeah, have the unfinished business card in the upright. It's not over, back and forth in baggage. Is this somebody that maybe you were engaging in a relationship with or kind of like talking to at some point that was kind of like an off and on that you moved on from? Because you all are not popping up in this energy at all. This is all this energy wanting to reach out to you and their why. You're not popping up. You're busy with whatever it is you're doing and you're perplexed or confused about why this person's imagery is popping up in your mind. But this unfinished business confirms the sunset in reverse. They don't want an ending to something. It's wild. Okay, any other messages here? Yeah, hope. We have the hope card, wish, expect, desire. This energy hopes to be able to connect with you. Like they're holding out hope of having some sort of interaction with you or some kind of connection with you, which is more than likely why they're about to message you. And what I would say to you is if you don't want to deal with this energy, just block them if they message. Taboo is in reverse. This one talks about limit, crime, forbidden love, and curiosity. This might be an on-again, off-again relationship for some of you because we have that image of the couple again. Maybe this is somebody that you dealt with in the past. I did see the affair card pop up during this message. So, take that as it resonates. If somebody was dealing with someone, maybe that they weren't really technically supposed to be dealing with at the time. Like it wasn't the right timing. It could be that this energy is trying to pop up again. Yikes. But it could be. I did see something in the tarot, and I'm going to pull from the tarot now. But I did see something in the tarot about, looked like somebody was trying to break up a relationship, maybe. Like somebody wants to, come in on a relationship or something. Mm-hmm. Spirit messages here from the tarot, and then we'll go ahead and close out, guys. Because whatever this is, this person's getting ready to message you, or they've already messaged you, or it's an indicator that the messages you've been seeing in your dream state, or the images of this person popping up in your mind or thoughts, this is your confirmation through this message that you're not imagining things. Like somebody really is thinking about you. So you can take that how it resonates. For some of you, that might mean you want to call the person. I don't know. And for some of you, that might mean, okay, that's confirmation. Let me block. Energetically, cut cords, clean and clear energetically, and block if they do reach out. Because I'm not picking up this energy is trying to practice some form of magic, like they're a practitioner. It's more so like they're just focusing so hard on you. But this doesn't look like an energy that you're focused on. It looks like they're really focused on you and you're not thinking about them. Yeah, Spirit says 9 of Swords. Somebody is in a state of like turmoil here. They're like, anxiety, worry, fear, doubt, hopelessness, despair. We have air sign and Gemini energy. This might be an air sign or a Gemini. Take the energy as it resonates. Okay, Spirit. Oops. Let's see. Well, we'll just take it how it fell. This Queen of Pentacles popped up in the pre-shuffle. Or, I'm sorry, King of Pentacles popped up in the pre-shuffle. Somebody's in some sort of like state of anxiety or worry about their wealth or their business or something. Could be somebody's trying to pop up on you at this time. Because they're having issues. Even though the King of Pentacles is in the upright, I get the idea that you guys are building, like you're headed for a windfall. This could be your energy too. Like they're worried about connecting with you because of what you have coming. But it also could be that they themselves are not doing well in regards to their wealth and having a hard time. We have Leo and Virgo energy, fire and earth on the table. And then we have Page of Pentacles in the upright. This one, yeah, there's a financial opportunity coming in. Yep. Somebody's anxious about a financial opportunity coming in. They want in on that bad boy. Okay. Yeah, so collectives, for some of you who resonate with this part of the message, you might have a financial opportunity coming in that this energy some kind of way is aware of or can sense. And it's like they're really trying to push to get in good with you before this happens or while this is happening. So basically they sense that you have good fortune coming and they want in on it. Okay. Any other messages, Spirit? Yeah. Okay. This popped out before too. So we have the 3 of Swords in reverse, air sign, Libra on the table. Yeah, somebody's in a state of, boy, they're trying to heal. Like they're heartbroken. It's 3 swords through their heart, but they're actually trying to heal. They want to release something. They want forgiveness for something. This is going along with that eternal regret card, the sorry card that popped up. Somebody wants to say sorry. This person may have been somebody you stopped dealing with because they did something that wasn't okay, that crossed some boundaries, and they want to return. I think they're worried that you're not going to accept them. They feel like they have unfinished business with you. You might be feeling like, no, our work is done here. Wow. Okay. 2 cards just popped to the top here. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, fire sign on the table. Yeah, there's been a lot of delays. And so, this also goes with that first card that came out talking about with the yes, no deck, like that fine line between progress and catastrophe. it's like somebody, if they can't have you, they want to kind of bind you up and keep you in a certain place where it's easier for them to possibly use the hope card here. Possibly, keep that option open or that door open in their mind, anyways, of being able to access you. Because if you just focus on what you're focusing on and move on, you'll just be gone. And this energy doesn't want that. That's what I'm picking up. So it's a lot of like energy of trying to create delays, weighing somebody down, kind of, if you've been feeling an energy of like a lack of motivation and normally you'd be like highly motivated, it might have something to do with this energy. And then I pick up this energy is really scattered. It's like, ooh, it's kind of all over the place. Just side note, I'm about to get out of this energy. Queen of Cups, water on the table. Somebody might be a Gemini or a Cancer. This is in reverse, guys. Yeah, somebody's codependent and insecure. This is all I need to hear about this. This energy is wild. Yeah, we don't need to go any further. Somebody is not self-sufficient, self-supportive, self-sustaining, okay? Somebody is very codependent upon others' energies. In this case, yours. Guys, this might be somebody you were in a relationship with and you ended it because they were codependent. And you didn't want to continue down that path. That wasn't the situation you wanted to be in, wasn't the kind of person you wanted to build a relationship with. This energy wants to return, I have to say it, it sounds like a past person that wants to return. They're focusing so hard on you guys, it's coming across like spell work. I don't know what else to say. They want to message you. They're probably going to reach out. Definitely, you all are adults. If you choose to talk with this person, just be mindful of what state they're in. They really, really want something from you. That's what I'm seeing on the table. Or you might choose to not speak with this person. If you are busy with your journey and you feel like, I don't need to close anything out with this person, you can accept their apology and keep moving, or you could just completely block them. But this energy definitely feels like they have some unfinished business with you, and they're pretty brokenhearted. They're pretty sad. And maybe it's because of where they are in their life right now. They might be having some financial issues and some things going on, and they want to come talk to you and share their feelings with you. That's what I see. So, guys, that is the message for today. I hope this message was helpful for some. And if it wasn't your message, thank you for hanging out for the story. Definitely check back. I'll be launching a bunch of messages this weekend. Like guys, when I say the downloads are coming in, because we are growing on TikTok. You can go over to @Ora-gen. So that's ORA-GEN_lightworker. Okay. You can go over there and find messages over there. We're doing some ASMR as well. I just released a new ASMR on YouTube as well. So there's two of them. There's a seashell ASMR, and then there's also the water and ice ASMR, which is great because we're heading into warmer weather. So that one's really cooling and refreshing because you're hearing like ice crunch and water. So definitely check those out. Let me know what you think. But yeah, sending love and light out to all those who resonate with today's energy. I'm actually going to drink my coffee and get into a few more messages. So I'll be back with you guys today. But have a great holiday weekend. Be mindful of where you're at and what you need. When you make choices about this particular situation that came up in the reading today, you don't have to feel compelled to do anything here. You could just walk away from this whole situation and it would be just fine. You don't have to feel guilty about it. This energy is dealing with their own issues and then trying to bring them your way. So there's nothing you need to do here, but definitely I leave that in your hands. And I'm sure that you guys will, because you're very connected, you'll be able to come up with what it is you need to do here. But this was definitely a confirmation message today. So guys, once again, my name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. So good being with you for this reading, and I look forward to being with you in the next message. See you soon.